flat descent's an oxymoron, but you have to see some of the stuff that I do that's flat and not flat to see why I call this flat. But then a trekking pole you use uphill, and you use that as power. You use your forearms as well as your quads to power yourself and your 30-pound pack up the hill. So it will save some of your legs for later in the day when you're exhausted. So always recommend hiking with trekking poles. Okay, we basically have got to the bottom, and usually when you're at the bottom of something, and the AT, they call it gap. So the gap, there's usually a road, creek, river, stream, something's at the bottom. And here in Jefferson Memorial Forest, it's the same concept. It'll be a road or a creek. We don't have no rivers in here. I would say no streams. I call them all creeks. Ironically, most of them are dry. So this is a creek bed that's dry. And we'll just cruise right through here. There's a trail on the other side. And then there's actually some water in there. That is good enough to drink. I'd filter it and drink it if I was thirsty. I got water with me, so no need on this trip. But you know, you prefer flowing water. But if you're thirsty enough and there's no water around, you could take that water and filter it, and you'd be fine. All right, here comes this creek. Just meanders down through here. So we're gonna hit this creek again. Once again, there's puddles of water. If I was thirsty, and I have been thirsty before on a trail, I would gather that up, filter it, and drink it, and not hesitate. So the filters, I use a Sawyer filter, and it's 100% recommended. You can pick it up just about any outdoor store, or Walmart carries them. The mini's like $20, and the big one, which has a better flow rate, it's like $30. It weighs a little bit more, but I switched from a mini to a full just for the flow rate. I took the extra 2 ounces. It's worth it. When you're tired, you get agitated stuff, and a slow flow rate will agitate you. So, all right, so we're meandering down this creek, just up and down around it. So we're at the bottom, and just following the trail. On the Jefferson Memorial Forest, they do have signs. That's a sign on the tree. It's red. It says we're on the red trail. But you know, I never use them out here. Use them when you first start hiking, but you get used to the trail. You just know the trail. Out on the AT, we have white blazes, and those are our road signs, and we follow those religiously. You're always looking for a blaze. Make sure you're on a trail. There's lots of trails out in the wild, and they intersect all the time. So you want to make sure you're on the right trail. Okay, now we're just coming out of that creek bed area, and this is our pre-descent. Most people say we're going uphill. I'm like, nah, it's still kind of flat. There's a bump. Now we got actually a little downhill after coming out of that creek. So you know, you get some rest coming down a hill other than your knees, but the cardiovascular event, your heart rate recovers, and you breathe normally again after you get to a descent bottom of a descent. And then when you go up a hill, your knees don't take a pounding, but it's a cardiovascular event. Your heart rate skyrockets, your breathing accelerates. So there's some tricks to it. You know, you have to start your deep cleansing breaths, breathing before you accelerate up that hill. You got to keep telling yourself to breathe, you know, and nice long inhales and exhales. Don't get caught up in quick short breaths, because you're not getting oxygen to your blood. The blood's not getting the oxygen to your muscles, and your muscles quit functioning, and you need power when you're going up a hill. So it's nice long deep breaths in and out. Get the oxygen in your lungs, oxygen from your lungs to your blood, the blood flow down to your muscles, give your muscles some energy because they need to perform. So we're now getting ready to ascend. We're gonna go up this hill, and it keeps going up. That's probably a third, maybe 20% of it. It keeps going. So we go up this hill to the very top. We'll be at the top again. Nice thing about being at the top of the hill is you get some breezes. I'm here in the bottom by the creek, and then when you're in the bottom in the forest, there's no wind, there's no breeze, there's just humidity from the moisture in the creek bed. So right now everything's wet, I'm sweating, it's not evaporating, so it's kind of a bummer. But you get to the top, you get that cool breeze, it cools you down, usually at the top of a hill, and you can catch your breath. So here we go, we're going up the hill. I'll try to film this too, and we'll see how this goes. I'll start breathing hard, you'll listen to the microphone.